Hello, Sonoma County. Welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you here today. We are talking all things Rohnert Park. Now, Rohnert Park has been dubbed a very safe, family-friendly, cozy neighborhood city. But is it? There are some pros and cons we should absolutely go over, and we're going to dive into the pros and cons of living in Rohnert Park, California, to make sure that it's the right move for you. Last thing we want you to do is to move into a new city, let it be Rohnert Park, and end up it's the wrong fit for you. It's not what you're looking for yourself, your lifestyle, your family, or so on. You're going to want to stick around and hear this. We got 4 pros and 4 cons, and you won't want to miss them. But first, I'm Morgan Devinchenzi with Sullivan Group Real Estate, and we help people move into, out of, and all around Sonoma County every single year. So if you are thinking of making that move, you're watching this video because you're planning it out, trying to figure out where to land, absolutely reach out. This is what we are here for. This is why we create those videos. Get your insights here, but let's have a conversation. My info's here on the screen. You get me every time, and we'll be happy to talk you through what it's really like living here. You can pick our brains, and we'll help you forward to find the right spot for your next move. Where is Rohnert Park, California? Rohnert Park is situated along Highway 101 in Sonoma County. So if you are familiar with San Francisco and the iconic Golden Gate Bridge, if you were to take the Golden Gate Bridge heading north, you get off the Golden Gate Bridge, you are in Marin County. Sonoma County is the county just north of Marin. Head on north on that Highway 101 and you'll hit Petaluma. The next city north is Rohnert Park. So you're about 45 to 50 minutes north of the Golden Gate Bridge when you hit Rohnert Park. Rohnert Park is situated right along 101, so it makes it very easy for commute, and then sits just below the largest city of Sonoma County, which is Santa Rosa, and so you're about 15 minutes to Santa Rosa as well. Rohnert Park is a great location. You're 15 minutes to Santa Rosa, 15 minutes to Petaluma, about 20 minutes to Sonoma, maybe 15 minutes to Sebastopol, and less than an hour into San Francisco. So you kind of get the best of both worlds of being in a cozy little neighborhood, having all you would need here in Sonoma County, but the big city is just a hop, skip, and a jump away. All right, so if you've done any research about Rohnert Park, you would probably know it's kind of a suburb town. It's got some good stuff, it's got some quiet areas, but is there really enough to talk about like pros and cons of this area? Is it really something you should be cautious of moving into this area? Is there really that bad of information I'm gonna share? Well, maybe. Depending on what you're looking for and depending on your lifestyle, you're going to want to know this information. So let's start with the bad first and then get into the good. So here are the 4 cons of living in Rohnert Park. First up, we have amenities. Amenities in Rohnert Park is kind of an interesting conversation because we have quite a few of the main shopping needs. You have like most of the chain restaurants, and then shopping, you have Home Depot, you got Lowe's, there's a Costco, there's a Target, you got Ross, you got a bunch of the different grocery stores. So as far as your day-to-day needs, it's not so bad. You have everything that you need and you really don't have to leave Rohnert Park. Like I said, when it comes to the restaurants, there's a lot of chain restaurants. You got your Olive Garden, you got your Applebee's, you got your Chili's, you got your fast food restaurants. There are some local restaurants, but definitely not quite as many local restaurants as places like Petaluma, Santa Rosa, or Hillsburg. So if that's something that really intrigues you, those places are, 15 minutes away, but you aren't going to have them right down the street from where you're living. Additionally, other amenities like outdoor activities, wineries, things like that, Rohnert Park just doesn't really have that. There are a few places to go hiking if you like hiking, but as far as other amenities go, that's about it in Rohnert Park. Most of the amenities you're going to be looking for are going to be in the surrounding cities. Next up is the demographics. This is absolutely a suburban little community of neighborhoods, and you're going to kind of have that cookie cutter feeling, not just with the houses, but with the people. So if you're looking for more of a culturally diverse neighborhood, you're looking for more of that city feel where there's something different everywhere you turn and all sorts of different people, Rohnert Park is not going to be very high on the list of places that are like that. So just something to be aware of if you wanted to be around a more diverse population. Maybe one of the other cities in Sonoma County would be a better fit for you. The commute. The commute within Rohnert Park is not that bad. I mean, you can get to anything in Rohnert Park within 15 minutes or so from one end to the other. But depending on what time of day, you are right along Highway 101, and Highway 101 in Sonoma County does bog down in the mornings and in the evenings. So if you are a commuter, you likely will expect to be stuck in some of that commute traffic. And there's kind of only a few main ways to get around the Rohnert Park area. The most popular one is Highway 101 that comes up from the 101 bridge and goes all the way through Marin County and Sonoma County. So there's a lot of commuters during those high commute times. Housing. Yes, housing can be a con in Rohnert Park. And we got kind of two different pieces to this. First of which is most of Rohnert Park's housing is cookie cutter homes. You're gonna have single family homes, there are some townhomes, and there are some condo options, which is great. But most of Rohnert Park is small neighborhoods built around a central park in that neighborhood, and all the homes generally look the same. It's really not that interesting when you drive from one neighborhood to the next. Of course, the homes were built from about the 60s through current, so there's homes that are still being completed now in 2023 and into 2024. The home styles from each neighborhood may vary a little bit just based on when they were built, but you're gonna have that cookie cutter feel. Most homes don't have, expansive backyards and give you like a big, spacious feel. You're in a standard neighborhood for the most part in Rohnert Park. Also, a con is housing prices. Housing prices are not cheap. It is cheaper than Petaluma, it's cheaper than Sonoma, it's cheaper than some areas of Santa Rosa or Sebastopol. So, it's all relative. If you're comparing to other areas of California, yes, you're gonna be paying more in Rohnert Park because you're in Sonoma County. But if you're comparing to other areas in Sonoma County, it's actually not quite as bad, and you may end up getting a little more bang for your buck in Rohnert Park. So housing prices are still Sonoma County prices, even in Rohnert Park, where you may not have as many amenities and the commute may not be ideal at times, but you are still in Sonoma County, so expect to pay Sonoma County prices even in Rohnert Park. We got the bad stuff out of the way. Let's dive into the 4 pros of living in Rohnert Park. Community. Community in Rohnert Park is really awesome because the neighborhoods are set up as kind of these small little mini neighborhoods in the bigger city of Rohnert Park. Each neighborhood kind of has this nice little feel to it. Most people know each other. They're safe spaces for kids to ride their bikes, neighbors to walk their dogs. People say hello to each other, and there is a sense of community. One of the things in Rohnert Park is because the neighborhoods are set up the way they are, it drives a lot of families into the Rohnert Park area. So a lot of these families grow up together, they get to know each other over the years, and there's a lot of family community events throughout the year as well. Location. Not to be confused with commute. The location is ideal for Rohnert Park. Location, you are less than an hour to San Francisco. You have the ocean less than an hour away. You can pop up north to the bigger city of Santa Rosa in about 15 minutes. You have the charming historic town of Petaluma 15 minutes south of you. And you can be in the darling town of Sonoma in about 20 minutes. I mean, you have everything surrounding you to really be able to enjoy all of the amenities and all of the, beautiful scenic views of Sonoma County while you live in Rohnert Park and everything's just a few minutes drive away. The weather in Rohnert Park is ideal, at least in my view. Of course, everyone's going to have a different perspective on weather, but weather in Rohnert Park is actually very mild, and this is a huge pro for the city of Rohnert Park. Rohnert Park in the winter, yes, it'll get cold. We'll have highs of like 50s and lows of maybe the 30s. In the summertime, we'll have, evenings that cool down into the 60s, but most of the days will be in the 80s or 90s. We'll have a couple heat waves throughout the year where we break those triple digits, but for the most part, you don't have to worry about humidity. You don't have to worry about snow. You don't have to worry about, living on the coast. We do have that benefit of the coastal fog coming in the evenings or in the early mornings, and it does kind of keep things cool in the summer. And I personally think the fog is really beautiful to wake up to and kind of see it peeking through. But I think the weather in Rohnert Park really allows for a beautiful lifestyle where you can enjoy a lot of the outdoor views and amenities and activities throughout the year. Last of the pros is back to housing. Isn't that interesting? So we got another kind of twofer on the housing for the pros side of things. We have first up the neighborhoods. So it was a con before, yes, that you're gonna have these cookie cutter neighborhoods and that might not be what you're looking for. Maybe you want a more unique house, you want more elbow room between you and your neighbors. All right, but these neighborhoods are so darn cute. the community feel within these neighborhoods, the safety of them. Most people upkeep their homes very nicely year over year, so you have people that are showing pride of ownership within their homes, which makes the whole neighborhood feel better. The neighborhoods have a central park. In every single neighborhood, there's a central park, and every day, in the mornings and the evenings, certainly on the weekends, you're gonna see people out with their dogs, with their kids, playing ball, enjoying the outdoor space. And that's really kind of a bonus and unique feel within Rohnert Park, because the neighborhoods were thoughtfully planned out that way to really emphasize community. And then number 2 kind of point for housing is back to pricing. I know it was a con. We're kind of playing both sides of the coin on these. It was a con because yes, prices are going to be a little bit higher, but in Rohnert Park, you are going to get a much better deal on a home than if you were to be looking in Petaluma or Sonoma or Sebastopol or even certain areas of Santa Rosa. The price per square foot and what you are going to be able to get for a similar price point in those other cities, if you're looking in Rohnert Park, is going to be drastically improved. Because Rohnert Park doesn't quite have the amenities of the other cities, and I don't know, it kind of feels like an in-between suburbia of the other cities, you get more of a home. It's still very desirable. Your home appreciates year over year. You have a wonderful community to be a part of, and you're within minutes to all these other cities. But because of that, most of the time our clients end up going to Rohnert Park. They get a nicer home for a better price than in some of the surrounding cities. And that right there is definitely a pro for Rohnert Park. So as you can see, Rohnert Park has a ton of pros and cons. Either way, you have to decide if this area is right for you. If you want something more eclectic, if you want something more diverse, if you want something that's going to give you a different home style than what I've been describing, let's look into some of the other areas of Sonoma County. Petaluma's got a whole lot of charm. Santa Rosa has very diverse neighborhoods and feels. Sebastopol's got lots of rural area. I mean, we can really talk about what you're looking for and help you find the right place. So hopefully this was helpful. Absolutely reach out with any further questions. We always have a ton more videos about the different cities and areas of Sonoma County. So subscribe to our channel, tap the bell so you'll be notified when we release more helpful content. Like the video, we always appreciate that, and we so look forward to hearing from you soon and learning about your upcoming moves so we can welcome you officially to Sonoma County. Thanks for watching.